Chris?
Well, the penetration middle is always a killer. And then he found Dahman in the corner, and Dahman's been on a nice little run here. Was that 7 in a row for him out of the 8-0 run by Central. Waunakee's got to understand, though, that they are playing well. They've had some really good looks offensively. They just got to start knocking them down.
Central making their 16th trip to state in school history. As I mentioned, lost in the semifinals to Kokona last year. They won it all way back in 1925, Chris.
I was here.
Yeah, you remember the final score for that game?
Yeah. Was it like 12-11?
It was they beat Shawano 10-4.
10-4.
Apparently tempo was a really big deal back then. But you were just a kid back then.
I had a lot more hair back then.
All right, let's see how Waunakee answers this run by Central now, as we are just under 7.5 minutes to go in the first half.
Just get a good possession here.
Steffen, Cash rebounds. Oh, nothing going for Waunakee, and they've had some great looks. Here comes Kale. Waunakee back on defense. Spin move and a beauty.
That's a highlight film right there. There's a reel. There's something for you. ESPN Top 10.
Bailey Kale. His second hoop of the game for the team's second leading scorer. And all of a sudden, it's a 10-point lead.
Waunakee's got to be careful here. Hang with it. With good possession, get something inside out. So you may get somebody knock one down. Get to the foul line.
Missed out, trapped. Stolen away by Davis.
Tell you what, Central's playing some D right now, too.
Here comes Kale for 3. It was halfway down.
He might have brought the house down there. That would have gone in. He had a good look, too. I thought we were right on in this angle. I thought it was in. He is quick, Kale.
Now Rock to set up the offense. Here's Fisher. They're swinging around Listow. Here comes the double team. Lost the handle. Back door wide open is Fisher.
Great job by the Warriors there. Getting trapped on the sideline. When you get trapped there, got to look at the basket, keep your poise, use some pass fakes. They were able to find Fisher for the wide open layup. Huge basket for the Warriors there.
Yeah, that ends a 13-0 run for LaCrosse Central.
Much needed.
Dahman, a 3. Got it.
A lot of weapons for the Red Raiders there.
He connects on 33% of his three-pointers. He's got a couple already here today. Biggest lead of the game for Central. It's 11. Oh, Listow.
Look
Took it
what
away from King that time.
But they needed that. The ball's got to bounce your way a little bit now and then. Tell you what, Minnesota Duluth's going to get Bailey Kale. They're going to be happy with him.
Kobe King in the corner. They skip it across. Now Parcher for 3. Long rebound comes out to Listow. Listow, that's a 3. Rebound, no! Another close one inside, missed. That was Carter who misses. Now Listow to the basket. And it rattles in and out, but a couple of free throws. Somebody got to get a can opener, get the lid off that hoop for Waunakee.
They sure do, but they got to hang with it. They got to keep, keep pushing, keep grinding. Stay the course. They'll start going.
They're 6 of 24 from the field, just 25%, but a lot of good looks in there. Yeah. It's not like they're just chucking it up there.
It's always a coach's nightmare in any kind of tournament game when the ball just won't go in for you. Been there and done that many times. Interesting if Waunakee wants to, mix it up here a little bit and try a little full court after the made free throw. See if they can mix up the tempo for the Red Raiders here.
Listow hits both on that trip. He has 9 points right now. Timeout with Central up 7. Here's a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. Well, both teams shooting coldly to start this game, having trouble getting the lid off that basket, but lately Central has picked it up. They started making just 4 of their first 13 shots. Since then, 5 of their last 7.
Well, They got out on transition, which created some easy baskets for them, and penetration, which then created some good looks. And Dahman knocked down a few that helped them there on that run. So, and they've made this run without Kobe King doing anything, quite honestly. So that's the bad news for Waunakee. But also the good news for Waunakee is the lid has been on the basket from them, but they're still only down 7 points.
Pass inside, departure, short, rebound, bucket good. And that is Jordan Davis.
The extra shots, the unsung heroes for Central are the people that are beating the Warriors right now. They're the ones that are putting it to Waunakee at the moment.
And then a reach-in foul on Kobe King.
Yeah, a little nickel dimer there again. Maybe a little makeup call there, but let him play.
5 team fouls now on Central.
Stephen's got to get going for Waunakee as well. And actually Listau too. He has not shot the ball well so far. But again, they're only down 9 points. A long ways to go in this game.
Ronk holds up one finger to set up the offense now for the Warriors.
Little 1-4 action.
Backdoor cut, Cash. King may have deflected the shot or at least altered it a little bit.
Well, they're rushing their shots around the rim there.
Backdoor pass to Davis from Kale. Well, the passing here today from Central.
Really, really good. And again, it's somebody other than the big two for LaCrosse Central. Waunakee is just rushing around the rim. They got to slow down there.
Here's Stephen, finds Listau.
King's done a nice job on Listau so far.
Stephen drives baseline, little stop and pop baseline jumper, no good. Rebounded by Jordan Davis.
Looked good on the release too, just short.
King from a tough angle and rebounded by Waunakee.
Man, he can hang in the air a long time. Didn't you see him on that jump shot?
Stephen looking for a cutter now. Tries to penetrate, Ronk.
Waunakee gets a little 5-0 run, 6-0 run here, and boom, they're right back in it.
Cash, there you go. That's a start for Waunakee. Josh Cash, the sophomore, with his second three-pointer of the game.
Now another defensive stop here. Get down and hit another one. Now they're right back in it. Confidence grows.
King posting up. Listau on him. Finds Davis. So smooth for a freshman.
So tough to guard, and there's 2 of them.
Back to a 10-point lead now for Central. 2 minutes to go here in the first half of our first Division II semifinal. Milwaukee, Washington, and Cedarburg will come up next. A long miss that time for Listau. Now here comes Parcher.
You can just tell he's hesitating on his shot. He's not doing it aggressively, shooting it aggressively like he normally does.
Kale looking for somebody now. Finds King. Ronk is on him. Size mismatch there.
Right. He'll be smart.
Parcher lines up a 3 that's short. Rebounded by Waunakee. Now Listau and nudged out of bounds by Haberman. It's a foul.
Smart play by Listau there. He knew he had the big man one-on-one. Him to the rim, took him there, and drew the foul.
16 fouls now in Central. We're going to take a timeout. Central leading by 10. A message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. Back here at the Kohl Center, where you can look at Waunakee's huddle. Head coach Dana McKenzie in his 14th year. A Madison Edgewood High School graduate, where he played for a legendary coach by the name of Chris Zwettler.
Who's that guy? Yep, Dana, and I got to tell you this, he was our best player, but he came every night to practice and played as hard or harder than everybody else in the gym, and I was so thankful for that, and that's why he's ended up being a great coach, too.
And his team reflects his personality as a player, don't they?
They sure do. Tough, they play aggressive, they play together.
Out of the timeout, and a steal. Dahman with the long reach, and Davis comes out of there with it.
Just not a good pass there at that time. He thought it was there, but it closed real quick. playing against some really quick athletes here.
Lob. They wanted to lob it to King that time, but it wasn't there. But Kale fires and hits.
Tell you what, not only is he quick, he's got a quick release. Really tough to go.
Well, Central's opened up this double-digit lead, and I don't think they've gotten a single point from Kobe King. It just speaks to the depth of the Red Raiders. Double team.
Good step through just like that. Keep looking at the basket. Keep looking at the basket.
Listow to the basket himself, overlay. Davis had it poked out of there. Loose on the floor. Traveling.
Not quite sure. That was the official the farthest from the ball, too. There was a guy right on it there, but yeah, that was, again, a play on, I believe. Waunakee, I think, would eventually tie him up.
And a timeout. Waunakee having trouble getting the ball in bounds. 25.6 seconds to go here in the first half. And if you're just joining us, both teams troubleshooting early on was back and forth. Waunakee took a 3-point lead at 13-10. Since then, Central has controlled most of the pace and tempo and the offense since then.
It's been all Red Raiders since then, that's for sure. And the scary thing again for Waunakee is it's been without Kobe King. But if Waunakee can't figure out a way to get in the hoop, it could be lights out early.
We mentioned shooting an issue. Waunakee is yet to find that hot streak. On the season, 49% on the year, but just 24% so far here today.
Well, they are a good shooting team. They got to believe in themselves. They got to believe in the process that's got them here, and one possession at a time.
List down the inbound, looking for somebody. Throws it deep to Cash, and it went out of bounds.
Yeah, the two guys on the elbows just kind of stood there and didn't move. I think there was a secondary set coming out of it once they got in, but they got to get it in first.
A turnover for Waunakee. That's just their fourth. Both teams are taking care of the ball generally well. Central with just 3 turnovers.
Really, really clean game so far. See if it, so Waunakee's going to go to their 2-2-1, which is what they've played all year down in this area, just to kind of try and slow tempo a little bit. If they get a turnover out of it, they're great, but if not, they just know that they've got the pace they want.
10 seconds to go. Central trying to get that one last shot. They got it in the hands of Kobe King. King on the drive. Davis beats the buzzer and got it. Johnny Davis, the freshman, cleaning up the miss and giving Central a 14-point halftime lead. Well, an impressive stretch there, especially for the last half of the first half, as you get a look at that last possession.
Well, again, just the ball didn't bounce their way there. LaCrosse Central got hold of it, fired up there, went in, which didn't you expect it when you saw that, when you get the rebound that was going to go in. It's just everything's going right now for LaCrosse Central Red Raiders.
Brandon Kinnard standing by with Central head coach Todd Fergutt.
Thanks, guys. Todd, a little slow to start, then you get on a 16-2 run. Now you're going to half with a 14-point lead. What worked for you toward the end of that half?
Well, I thought we did a better job of attacking the rim. I didn't think early on. I thought we settled for some perimeter shots. I thought we also rebounded the ball a little better defensively. Early on, we didn't do that either, and that allowed them to get some second chance opportunities.
Thanks. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Got to be happy with the balance as well. Only needed 7 from Kobe King to build this lead, guys.
Thanks, Brandon. We'll talk more about the first half and look ahead to the second after a word from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Lance, thanks very much. We talked a lot about how that first half went down. Let's show the folks at home some video proof of what we were talking about here. First of all, for Central getting off to the fast start with Kobe King. He had 7 points in that first half, most of them in the first few minutes.
Yeah, 7 early, and then he kind of became a assist man and a role player the rest of the half, but it sure worked for Central.
Back comes Isaiah Dahman for Central. He went on a mini 7-0 run himself.
Yeah, Dahman kind of started the run that the Raiders have had now where they've got up 14 points.
Bailey Kale with tremendous body control on that.
Bailey Cale is going to be a really good college basketball player. That was a big play there for Waunakee at the time.
Mitch Listow with 9 points, I beg your pardon, in the first half. And then Cale on the assisting end that time to Jordan Davis. As you can look at the first half stats, what jumps out at you?
Well, obviously the 24% shooting from Waunakee is a killer. You know, and quite honestly, that's with shooting 33% from three ball, which is about what you'd want. So, possession by possession, a lot of time left here. Waunakee's got to just, you know, hang in there and keep grinding it out and give them a chance with 5 minutes to go, a chance to win the game.
Good balance for Central. Isaiah Dahman leading the way with 10, King with 7, 2 others with 6, Listow with 9 for Waunakee. We haven't seen Mason Steffen step up yet here in this game. He's the team's second leading scorer.
Right, and they're going to have to get Mason going. It's going to have to be all hands on deck second half to get themselves back in the game.
Well, we're all hands on deck here at the Kohl Center for our second half. It's coming your way shortly. Central leads Waunakee 36-22. Here's a message now from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Halftime of our Division II semifinal. Milwaukee, Washington, and Cedarburg will meet after this one. And then Championship Saturday gets going tomorrow at 11 o'clock across your WIA network station with the Division V Championship. Waunakee trailing by 14 in this one. Brandon Kinnard is standing by with Waunakee head coach Dana McKenzie.
Can't hear them at all. I think we're going to record it. Good. Dana, you guys got out to a good start there, 13-13 early on. What did you like from what you saw early, and how do you get back to that?
I like most of the half. I mean, defensively, our plan's working. Offensively, we're getting the shots we want, but we're shooting 20% or right around there. So, you know, that's the difference. We got to finish when we're underneath. We got to make some shots. Outside of that, everything we're doing is right where we want to be.
Defensively, how tough is it to shut down the best player in the state, but still give enough attention to their other players who are making some noise in the first half?
Hey, if I had the answer to that, we'd be in the lead, but we'll do our best to shut them down.
14-point Central lead as we start the second half. Thanks to Dana McKenzie for his time. Scott, Chris, back to you.
Brandon, thank you very much. As we close in on the start of the second half, I want to mention this. You know, the Waunakee program experienced a frightening moment during the holiday tournament in West Dallas. JV player Michael Saxby went into cardiac arrest, and thanks to the quick work of athletic trainers and paramedics and the use of an AED, they were able to keep Saxby's heart pumping. Saxby eventually released from Children's Hospital of Wisconsin, and a potential tragic story has a happy ending. And Coach McKenzie shared with me that story, a very heartwarming story. And
well, they were playing at his brother's school that he's the athletic director at, and in West Dallas, and thank God that people came through with cool heads and were able to help Michael get to the hospital and survive it. It's a coach's nightmare, I tell you, as well as a parent's nightmare to see that situation happen, because with how fast and intense this game of basketball is and how much pressure there is on these young people's hearts, you just hope that they're all healthy, but we always find out sometimes in a scary situation the ones that isn't healthy. But I'm glad everybody's okay. Thanks to everybody, the EMTs and the AEDs and the coaches and everybody else that helped that young man survive, and now he's doing well.
And AED training has become a point of emphasis for the WIAA and their coaching and training staff, hasn't it?
Yes, all coaches have to do it. Everybody's got to have it done by next year to be able to coach in the WIAA.
Central opens the second half on a lob pass from Haberman to Kobe King.
Well, it's obviously a set out of the halftime, a high-low action there, and they executed it perfectly. If Waunakee doesn't get Steffen and Listow going, it's going to be tough. So they got to get those two young men, got to get going. They're experienced. They've been there before. I watch for them to really pick up their game second half.
This is Steffen with the ball, the team's second leading scorer. Now he has it in the baseline. Steffen trying an up and under. Couldn't get that one to go. Rebound comes back out to Ronk, who fires a three. Hey, there's a quick start for Waunakee.
It's a big basket there, and Ronk is the glue that holds them together, but that was a good play by the Warriors to get Steffen in the block, see if they could get him to the foul line or a post move. Worked out well for Waunakee, getting the three then.
They double team Kobe King, swinging around Dahman, open for three. That one's short. Loose on the floor. Here comes Listow. I beg your pardon, this is Steffen. With Listow trailing, Steffen gets one to go. His first basket of the game.
Good start for the Warriors. Little transition basket there.
5 quick points for Waunakee. Cuts the lead down to single digits. I beg your pardon, it's still 11.
It's okay.
My math a little off. It's been a while.
I'm not going to start talking to you about math.
King for 3. People forget he's a great three-point shooter, too.
It's such a fine edge there. You know, slippery slope. You work to stop one thing, and then plan B, you know, steps in and happens to be one of the best players in the state, and he buries a 3. It's just a heartbreaker. It's a dagger.
Reach and foul on Kale.
You can obviously Stefan came out this half much more aggressive. He might have got a little talking to at halftime by the coaching staff, or he just decided, hey, it's Cole Center. I got to get going, man.
2 fouls on Bailey Kale. Fisher into the lineup now for Waunakee, replacing Broadway.
And they like Fisher in their lineup. He's kind of a, you know, really a 6th starter, if you will.
Ronk probing the lane, couldn't get it to finish. Knocked out of bounds, it will stay with Waunakee.
He was there. Just again, rushed it too fast around the rim.
Tyler Ronk, a second-team all-conference performer in the Badger North. Ronk in the corner. Ronk spinning.
Travel.
Now the referees are conferring. Central wants a travel. Coach McKenzie wants a foul. And finally we're getting the call from the referee. It is a foul, not a travel.
On the floor. So that's why they'll take it out of bounds again.
Some confusion over at the scorer's table, but now they have it cleared up. The foul's on Noah Parcher. Here's Carter. Lost the handle on the dribble drive. And he had it open, too.
He did. He had a good read there. He faked the handoff. He saw the gap in the lane. Just got too excited and forgot to take one important ingredient with him to the room.
Would that be the basketball?
That would be the best.
Turnovers low for both.